Imagine a settlement. Picture bustling life, families taking root. Then, envision an eerie silence where laughter and life once thrived. That's Roanoke, the lost colony. Over 100 men, women and children vanished from their homes. They left behind an unsolved mystery that has haunted historians for centuries. What happened to them? It's a question that echoes through time, a chilling whisper from the past. The year was 1590. John White, the colony's governor, returned from a supply trip to England. He had left behind his family, including his granddaughter, Virginia Dare. Virginia was the first English child born in the New World. White was eager to reunite with them. What he found instead was a ghost town, a collection of empty homes reclaimed by nature. The colonists were gone, their fate unknown. This wasn't a hasty evacuation. Personal belongings remained untouched. This was a mystery steeped in eerie silence. It was a puzzle that would captivate and perplex generations to come. The story of Roanoke begins in 1587. Queen Elizabeth I of England had her sights set on establishing a permanent English colony in the New World. The goal was to challenge Spanish dominance in the region. Sir Walter Raleigh, a favourite of the Queen, was granted a charter to establish a colony in the New World. The chosen location was Roanoke Island. This island sits off the coast of what is now North Carolina. It seemed like an ideal spot. The land appeared fertile, and the native Algonquin people were initially welcoming. 115 colonists, led by John White, landed on Roanoke Island. They were prepared to build a new life. The early days were a struggle. There were challenges with the climate, unfamiliar crops, and tensions with some of the native tribes. Despite these hardships, the colonists persevered. They built homes, planted crops, and explored the surrounding areas. They were determined to make Roanoke a success. Governor White returned to England for supplies shortly after the colony's founding. His return voyage was delayed by the Anglo-Spanish War. This conflict prevented him from sailing back to Roanoke for 3 long years. When he finally returned to Roanoke in 1590, he was met with an unsettling silence. The settlement was deserted. There were no signs of a struggle or a hasty departure. Homes stood empty, some possessions still inside. It was as if the earth had simply swallowed the colonists whole. The only clue White found was the word Croatoan carved into a post. There was also the word Ciro etched into a nearby tree. These cryptic messages were the only hints left behind. The eerie silence of Roanoke was deafening. White searched desperately for any sign of his family or the other colonists. The lack of answers gnawed at him. What had become of them? The mystery of their disappearance settled over the island like a shroud. Section 4. The Many Faces of Fate. Over the centuries, numerous theories have arisen to explain the disappearance of the Roanoke colonists. Some historians believe that the colonists were attacked and killed by hostile Native American tribes. Others suggest they integrated with a nearby Native American tribe, possibly the Croatoans. This theory aligns with the cryptic message left behind. Starvation and disease were also harsh realities of colonial life. Inadequate supplies and unfamiliar diseases could have decimated the colony. Some theories delve into the realm of the unusual, proposing hurricanes, pirate attacks, or even abduction by Spanish explorers. Each theory has its proponents and detractors. The lack of definitive evidence allows speculation to thrive. Could the colonists have moved inland, seeking better land or resources? Did they attempt to sail back to England, only to be lost at sea? The possibilities are as numerous as they are unsettling. Section 5. Whispers in the Dark. The Croatoan clue is perhaps the most tantalizing piece of the Roanoke puzzle. Croatoan was the name of a nearby island and a friendly Native American tribe that resided there. Did the colonists relocate to Croatoan? Did they seek refuge or assimilation with the tribe? Some believe the carvings were a message left for John White indicating the colonists' whereabouts. Others propose that the word Croatoan held a different meaning, perhaps a warning or a signal. The lack of any further clues leaves this interpretation open to debate. Despite numerous expeditions and investigations, no definitive evidence has been found to confirm the colonists' presence on Croatoan Island. The mystery of the Croatoan clue deepens the enigma of Roanoke, adding another layer of intrigue to this historical puzzle. Section 6. Unearthing the Past. Recent archaeological discoveries have breathed new life into the search for the lost colony. Excavations at Roanoke Island and nearby sites have unearthed artifacts and structures that provide glimpses into the colonists' lives. These findings offer tantalizing clues but no concrete answers. In 2015, archaeologists discovered pottery fragments and a gun part on Hatteras Island, the present-day location of Croatoan Island. These artifacts date back to the 16th century and could potentially be linked to the Roanoke colonists. While these findings are encouraging, they are not definitive proof of the colonists' fate. The search for the lost colony continues. Ground-penetrating radar and other advanced technologies are being employed to map the areas surrounding Roanoke and Croatoan Islands. Each discovery, no matter how small, brings us closer to understanding what happened to the colonists. Section 7. The mystery endures. The Lost Colony of Roanoke is a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of mystery. Despite centuries of research and exploration, the colonists' fate remains unknown. Did they perish at the hands of nature or their fellow man? Did they find a new home, their lineage woven into the fabric of a different culture? We may never know for sure. What we do know is that the story of Roanoke continues to fascinate and inspire. It serves as a cautionary tale about the challenges of colonization and the importance of understanding the past. The mystery of the lost colony remains a puzzle waiting to be solved. Each generation inherits the quest for answers, driven by a desire to unravel this enduring historical enigma. Will we ever know the truth of what happened on that windswept island centuries ago? Perhaps, with continued exploration and a touch of luck, the whispers of the past will someday reveal their secrets.